What's up, us tribe? We back in the building. This is your girl Dre.
And Renee, what's good?
What's good? So we're gonna take a brief pause for a minute.
Hey family, it's Renee. Are you guys looking to learn firearm safety or do you want to just get in shape with you and 9 of your friends? If so, make sure you get it from bodybuyotactical.com. Let him and his team get you into fighting shape. Not only is it affordable, he comes to you. Again, that is bodybuyotactical.com.
All right, and we are back. Nay, what's going on? What's going on in these streets?
Man, all right, guys. Tonight we're gonna be talking about the the uh the Bed Wench Chronicle that they have turned the Harriet Tubman story into.
Wow. So everyone, clutch your pearls. It's gonna be a great episode. As always. This is gonna be interesting because so many people on my timeline was just like, "Oh my god, I'm going to go see this Harriet movie by any means necessary," and I'm not gonna go see it for
I'm not
numerous
either.
reasons. No, I'm not gonna see it. Um, I already knew that they was going to cast Cynthia Ervino or Vino, whatever you pronounce this child's name, honey.
Cynthia Erivo. No, don't get me wrong. She's a great actress and she can sing. Like, I go on YouTube and I listen to her sing a lot. But she has no place playing this American hero.
No. So those of you who are like, what? Why y'all going off? Y'all didn't see the movie yet. So Cynthia, y'all girl, she is what, Nigerian.
Hmm.
I don't know how they print. How I don't know how they describe themselves in Britain. She's pretty much a Nigerian British actress. I haven't peeped her stuff because it's just like when I have read tweets that she so disrespectfully tweeted about Black Americans, I was through with her.
Yeah, and she runs with that
Oh
other
God,
Nigerian lesbian. What's her name?
awesomely lovey, and we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about her too. We're gonna talk about her, but with Cynthia, before I'm on Twitter, and then people like, oh no, they start pulling out the receipts on her. And I was like, okay, what's going on with this? So when I started reading the past tweets and the tweets that Awesomely Lovey was posting or tweeting, and she's co-signing like, oh, Black Americans are a kata. If you guys don't know what
Can
a
you
kata is,
explain what that is
of
for the people?
course, it's my favorite. I love this because my husband's Nigerian American. I love this. I love like going in on this. So a kata is a wild animal, according to folks in Nigeria. And anytime that you hear someone refers to you as a akata, it's pretty much saying you are a Black American who doesn't have basic home training, who don't have the knowledge, who's pretty much you a nigga. Okay?
Hmm.
And that's such a disrespectful term. So I remember one time, I'm going to tell you all this quick story. I was like kicking it with this chick. She was Nigerian American. I think she was Igbo. And this when I was living back on the East Coast. And she was with her other homegirl, she was Liberian. So we went out to eat. So she said, yeah, Andrea don't know because she's a Akata. I thought I was going to kill her in the restaurant. Like I legit have to walk out. Like, here's my money, like through the money, and like I'm out because I was about to lay her out because I already knew, like, my husband never told me what a akata was. I just knew it was so disrespectful the way that it sounds. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, I'm not a akata. And she just kept saying it, and then it was like, oh, ha, 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 yeah, we just playing. And see, I don't do that because like calling me that, like I said, either calling me a nigga or calling me a bitch, and I don't respond to neither or. Because I know what my worth is. So she pretty much was like, yeah, Black Americans are akata. We're ghetto. Matter of fact,
And
she said
apparently we're
ghetto.
jealous of them too.
Yeah, so let me read one tweet that she had said to this guy, this white guy, Joel Montague. So she said, I suppose I should really make an attempt to record single properly, whatever that means, or attempt to sing to me daily. This is what the white guy said. Then she said, ghetto American accent, baby, I gotcha. I'ma sing to you, but I still gotta do what I gotta get do. You feel me? What? Girl, what you talking about?
Like, why is it always some jive turkey talk that they like to put on us?
Exactly. And I couldn't even really like read this tweet because it was so like the logistics of it was so terrible. I'm like, what are you talking about, honey? And so that's what, reading some of these tweets just really, I don't care how great of a singer you are or actress you are. I'm done with you. If you over here mocking Black Americans, I'm all
Yeah.
set.
Man, and what is up with like this trailer? Like Harriet Tubman did not talk like how she's making her talk. I saw she was sitting up there like going in the wall. We's gonna wade in this water. Like, man, come on, dude. Like
Yo.
Harriet Tubman was a very intelligent woman who was fearless. I have never seen a photo of Harriet Tubman bucking her eyes and trying to get close to Zaddy.
Yes, and the thing that killed me about the trailer, someone has said it the best. I don't know if it was you or someone else. They said it just looked like unseasoned dried chicken. And I was like on the floor, like, oh my God, yeah, this is facts because it was
I'm
just. I was
sorry.
like, let me watch this shit. Was it you that? Was it you that said it?
No, that wasn't me. I would love to take credit, but that was not me.
It was someone on my timeline, like somebody like I'm cool with said it. I was on the floor because it was such an honest depiction of the trailer. Because I'm like, first of all, she looked shook. She looked shook. Like
Yeah.
during the whole trailer. Then you had Janelle Monáe looking like,
Let's
why am
talk
I in this
about
movie?
Janelle Monáe, weirdo,
Freaking
pseudo
weirdo.
lesbian. I or do I not love Tessa Thompson ass?
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, why are you in this movie? Because she was looking bewildered, beloved. Like she was looking bewildered in the back. And I'm like, this movie is
Like,
going to be
she,
whack.
she's supposed to be Miss Pittman. I gathered that, right? And
Oh,
Miss Pittman was an older black woman.
did Cicely Tyson play?
Yes!
And at the time, I think that movie came out, I remember reading a book in like elementary school. That movie came out when like 70s, and Cicely Tyson was like 50 years old. Like, come on.
Oh my goodness. I just Janelle Monae sitting up here in this like I guess fine dress of the time, but like she's sitting up here and you gonna have to run. Like, come on.
No. I'm like, really? This is really what the movie's about. I'm not gonna go see it. Like, I'm really not gonna go see it because I'm just shocked that Awesomely Lovely's not in this movie.
Oh, she gonna probably be somewhere in the back, trying to fill up a white woman. They gonna me too her.
Yes, like I'm like, oh, I was just waiting for her to come out, and just say something dumb. But here's the thing about this whole movie trailer. Someone else on my timeline, which they identify as ADOS, was hella mad because he's like, I don't understand why y'all black folks. Now he black too, getting
Who is
mad about this.
y'all black
Girl,
folk?
thank you. I'm like, who is he talking to? Like, who? And this is why I try not to get into these debates with folks because I don't have time to get my blood pressure up. Like, if you want to smoke, it depends on what time of day. And yesterday wasn't the day. I was like, look, I'm chilling, living my best life at this moment. And he's like, y'all black folks should be fighting about something else. Who cares who played Harriet Tubman? Bruh,
We
you
care
are,
because
thank
we
you.
gotta, because this is us. This is our story. This is a hero for us, okay? Like, they not gonna go find an American actor to act in a Nollywood movie.
No, they're not. No, they're not. If you guys ever watch Nollywood movies, them
They
folks,
hilarious.
they're
Like,
funny as shit. They're funny as hell. Like, go watch them. Like, go on YouTube. Like, they are funny. Like, it's bad acting and it's bad action scenes. But they are funny. But if you are a Black American trying to go over to Nigeria, let's say Abuja or Legos try to, portray a Nigerian, they're not having that because they're gonna be like, what part of the 352 tribes are you from? And if you're not from any of those tribes, you can go ahead and come back to the crib because you're not gonna get picked.
Exactly. Like, see, the thing is, over here, we're taught to accept everybody.
Right.
Everybody gotta come, and we gotta be the nurturers for everybody because that's what we did on the plantation. After they bought some more Africans or whoever, they was like, okay, now you take care of them.
Exactly.
And then they go on and do whatever it is that they do. And like, look at it like this: white people, they don't trust each other. They trust black people when it comes to raising their children to a certain age and for caring for their old people.
Right, exactly, because they know they look at you as a nanny, and then we was wet nurse for how long? We was wet nurse forever because they felt like our breast milk was, had more of that, chemical, more of that, superior, milk that's gonna like nourish their children. And my thing is, this is enough is enough for me. Enough is enough to be in the work mule or just letting people slide into the United States and be like, I'm gonna play Harriet Tubman, and then white
Hmm.
folks gonna be like, yes, we're gonna pick any black skin because y'all are black. What did Issa Rae say? I'm rooting for everybody black. No, no, I'm not even
Talk
rooting for
about
her
Issa
neither.
Rae for a
I ain't
minute,
rooting for
because
her
Issa
neither.
Rae, she a African too, low key. She just don't broadcast it like the rest of them.
Right, and you see how she like shortened her name because her name was like Joisa Ray, some African last name. Cause I think her dad's from like Sierra Leone or something like that, and her mom is from Louisiana. And she liked to be like, "Oh, sister girl, this honey came from wealth." Okay, she had
Oh, I
two
didn't
black.
know that.
Oh yeah, because her father was like a big like physician, and she lived in some all white Jewish town in Maryland. And then she tried to be like, oh, well, I don't know much about like LA. Like, I'm from like Ladera Heights or whatever the case is. No, boo, you from Baldwin Hills somewhere. Cause your daddy came to school over here on a student visa, became a citizen, met your mama, probably married her to get the green card to be a permanent citizen for your behind to be in as well. So yeah, don't let her, oh, I'm poor, I'm rooting for everybody black. No. Honey come from two black professionals and her mom is like an educator.
Mm.
How many of your folks and your family can say, you know what, I got educators or a dad that's a physician. We gonna wait on that.
Right. Like, that logic is just flawed, you know?
Hmm.
And it's like she really got on because if you remember back in the day, she had that YouTube shit. What was it, the awkward black girl or something?
Right.
It where she would just sit up here and list bedwench problems.
Yeah,
And while
exactly.
she wrote that book telling black women to find Chinese men,
Exactly.
and
Because
then
they
she
in the
come
same
out the
boat too.
woodwork. She come out the woodwork with a whole African fiance.
Yes. And then don't forget, like if you ever watch Insecure, her boyfriend, he was, ADOS, he couldn't get a job. And don't forget her homegirl, Yvonne Orji, she is Nigerian as well. And she said, oh, I compete against any and everybody. And she come from wealth too because she was in medical school and she dropped out to be a comedian.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew
girl.
she was an African. I knew she was an African. I didn't know she was like, in medical school or nothing.
Yeah, she's
And
first
I don't think she's
generation.
that funny.
No, I think she's mad dry. It's like what my person said. You are mad dry, unseasoned chicken with
It's
just
like,
a side of jollof rice.
right, she looked like she would be the third wheel in the Two Dope Queens.
Exactly. And don't forget, since you mentioned that, the chick Yvonne Orgy and Awesomely Lovey, they got a podcast called Jollof and Jesus.
Yeah, I've never listened.
Me neither. I was like, nope, I'm not listening to what y'all gotta say. I'm all set. Nope.
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm like, no. And they talking about, oh, like Nigerians, they're, highly educated, this, that, and the third. And, they come over here and tell you the soft story that came over here with 5 cents. That's a effing lie.
Because you had to have wealth to get over here.
Thank you. Exactly. So, yeah, yes, everyone, we're going in tonight. Um, and another thing,
Literally, this is from the hip.
yeah, and another thing that really pissed me off about this chick Cynthia and Awesomely Loving these folks, they pretty much don't know. See, and I can speak from experience because, like I said, my in-laws are Nigerian. They literally don't have a clue about our history here in the States. Like, they don't know who Langston Hughes is. They don't know who Harriet Tubman is. They don't know like Nikki Giovanni or all these dope poets or black folks. ADOS, Foundation of Black Americans, who set the path for these folks to be on HBO, on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no clue of what we have to deal with here in the United States and still continuously deal with. They're just like, oh, y'all paid the path for my folks to come and lie and say we got 5 cents, not knowing, they elite. And then they come over here and try to poop on us. Nah, that's why I said, like, enough is enough. Like, we're not having that.
I agree with you because, like, the Africans that I know that had come over here that I was interacting with in school and everything, they're like they had no idea what chattel slavery was.
No, they don't. They have no idea. But I bet you this. I bet you if you ask them, how did you get wealth? Somebody in their family sold slaves.
Yeah. Especially like, and see, the thing is, like, they think because they can trace their freaking ancestry back to being like whoever king or chief's footman, like they think that that's so much better.
Right. They think they're so much better. And I want everyone, since we're shooting from the hip, but here's a great article everyone should read. It's called My Great Grandfather, the Nigerian Slave Trader. You can do your Google. It's on the New Yorker. And this gentleman was talking about how he came from pretty much wealth because his great grandfather was part of the slave trade. And he was, let me see, Igbo. And if you guys know anything about Igbo and the tribe, whatever the case is, even with their tribes, they have beef, okay? Like, they have beef.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, you got Igbos, you got Yoruba. My in-laws, they are Benin. So they're from the Benin. So if you know anything about the Benin Empire, like we talked about earlier, they was the ones, the Dahomey tribe and Black Panther. So they was the ones that was really heavy into the slave trading. And so a lot of these folks, will say, oh, me, no, not my folks. I'm just like you. But they were actually practicing slave trade, flesh trade for gold. You know what I'm saying? So they were taking the weakest people from their tribe. This could be their cousin. This could be their mama, and they're selling them. So
and
just like,
I mean, I was just saying, we know about the Dahomey women. We know how vicious they were. Like,
right.
if you've read the Zora Neale Hurston Barracoon or Barracoon, like Cujo tells you that those women were feared throughout the continent.
Right. Exactly. So that's why they will be like, oh, me, no, nah. It's like, yeah, your people sold some type of, flesh, and it was their own people. So that's what we were talking about last week. Like, don't let them say, like, well, you don't have a lineage. What type of lineage do they have? And they sell their own people. Do you sell your own? We don't sell our own people.
No, we don't. Honestly, American Black society is probably some of the most conservative people.
Right.
Realistically, the most morally sound people on the planet.
Exactly.
You're not gonna come up into any. I'm not saying that we're exempt from debauchery or mental illness or anything like that, or just deviant behavior, but on a grand scale, we really don't do much.
Yeah. And if we do, we're learning, right. If we do, we're learning that bad behavior from someone else. And so, like, going back to Cynthia, so she pretty much grew up in, like a lot of them, they do go to London. It's a lot of Nigerians in London. A lot of them's in Europe because I know some of my in-laws live in Italy and other places because they can get over it. How was what?
how is they getting over there like so easily? Is it cheaper for them to go over there than to come to America?
Because the laws are more lax there as far as with immigration wise.
Uh,
Also, too, they're so close that they can just get a flight, or even a lot of them too. They take boats. They take all by any means necessary. They get in there, okay,
I know
and
like a
like
lot of them use like Europe as like a pit stop before coming to America.
right. So a lot of them, go to Europe. It is a pit stop. They get their training. So let's say they're actress like Cynthia, or what's our other dude's name, like Idris, all these other ones that's African. So they pretty much go to London as a pit stop, because they quote unquote said London it's like a melting pot, and the opportunities are there too, but they have their issues as well. Then they get trained up, then they come here to United States. They get vocal coaches to sound like, ADOS or Foundational Black folks, and you're like, oh yeah, like they black like me, and then you're like, hold on, what? Y'all, I'm just saying something basic like, y'all eat collard greens, y'all eat fufu and soup. What the hell is that? So, then the real come out, and then all of a sudden you growing up with them, then all of a sudden they go move to the suburbs
Yep.
and don't want to, they're pretty much, they're separating themselves from Black Americans. So a lot of them do live in London. They live in something like, I know my husband, one of his cousins live in Switzerland. How you get to Switzerland? Like, I'm like, how you get to some of these countries that I wouldn't want to go to?
Right, because like the racism there is like so blatant.
Yeah, because it's homogeneous countries. Everyone like look the same, and it's like, yay, and here you go over there, and a lot of them too get a asylum. Cause think about it, what's old boy? He grew up in Greece.
Giannis,
Antetokounmpo.
yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. I'm like, how did you get over there? So the laws are more lax over there, and it's easy for them to assimilate in more European countries. Because when they come here, they do have a tough time, and then they stuck on this one thing too about African booty scratches. I never call anyone an African booty scratcher. I'm all like, and they're stuck on like, y'all call me an African booty scratcher. When? Elementary school?
Man, I mean, I used to say that to my cousins. Like, we used to be like, shut up, you African booty scratcher.
Right. Exactly. You say that to your cousins because you just like, oh, I'm gonna call my cousin this because they get on your nerves. But I don't vividly remember like, oh, let me call this person who's African booty scratcher.
But realistically, how would we have known they were African?
Right. Did you wear your native gear to school?
Right.
Did you bring fufu and soup to school? Did you bring jollof rice to school? And how will we know?
We wouldn't have known what it was. Because, I mean, we was trying to eat our Lunchables.
Right. So how will we know?
Like, and they be sitting up there, like, they really do get hung up on that whole African booty scratcher thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, but y'all be saying akata, and y'all, switch. You speak pidgin English and be switching up the whole script when you get around us.
Right. And it's like, I know this is like a trope in movies when they have somebody African that's like, they announce that this is African Pete or whatever name they give them. Why does the African in the movie always just got to stand there and smile?
Exactly. You don't gotta stand there and smile. You don't have to do that. But like we saying, like they get hung up on that, and I think that was mentioned in a lot of these tweets. Well, I know Austin Lovey's like, well, they call me African booty scratcher. I'm like, but you out here just straight disrespecting Black American folks, and then you want us to like go read your blog. Now, actually, I met Lovey.
How was that? Is she as
She,
cringeworthy in
she's very
person?
she's very cringeworthy in person. She's just very nasty. Like as far as with attitude wise, very pompous, very elitist attitude. Because
I could see that from her.
I had spoke at a conference, the same conference she was at, and I remember someone's like, oh, we had a VIP reception the night before, and I met her, and I was like, oh my god, like no. I would never buy your book because she got this book, I'm Judging You, something like that. in which a
Oh, I
lot
thought
of
it would have been
people,
called How to Be a Bedwench.
yeah, and a lot of people co-signed this book, and I was like, yo, when I met her, I was like, because she was like, oh, are you Nigerian? Because of my last name. I was like, no, my husband, he's his folks Nigerian, and she's like, oh, like I was like, oh no, and I had to
Did you
tone
check her?
down. Yeah, I told her, I was like, what do "oh" mean? Oh, so you Black American, you married? Was his family okay with that? I was like, what?
Are your family okay with you bedwenching?
Thank you. I was like, what? And she was like, oh, because, Nigerians, we really, stay within our own people. I said, that's a lie. Y'all don't really stay with your own people. I said, because I was like, y'all rather date white folks, marry white people because you can easily assimilate them than Black Americans. And I said, yo, like, you're mad. Like, she was mad disrespectful. And I had to, like, take it there with her. And then she, like, walked away. But I just after that, I was like, I'm good. And I remember typing in my experience. I remember like sharing it on Facebook, and my one of my roommates was like, "Yo, are you sure, Andrea? Because sometimes you can get very Boston on people, whatever that means. I guess she's saying that I can get very black
Right.
or get an attitude on folks." And I was like, nah. I was actually like, cordial, like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm very chill. I was like, but she just already had this attitude. And then, we just had some exchange of words. And so, like, my roommate, who's actually from the South, I was not surprised. She was like, well, I'm going to support her. Her book is dope. And, like, I don't care if she's Nigerian. I don't care. Like, she was like, I don't care because, we supposed to love our people.
Those not your people, and they will
Honey,
let you know.
yeah, I was like, yo, people down here in the South. So, so it's just, she was just very interesting, very cringeworthy. But I didn't know. So she dates white folks?
Yeah, she dates white women.
Oh, she's a lesbian?
Yeah, you ain't know.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I kind of figured because she had that look. She just had that look. Yo, they gonna laugh at this podcast like, yo, y'all are going in. She had that look, right? And I do look at people. I'm very observant, y'all. And I be looking at people. I said, she got that look. And I think at the time she had her locks. She was trying to have that feminine look. Then when
Hmm.
she cut the locks, she was looking like, what's that chick? Lena Waite. And I said, I don't think this is
I got some issues with Lena Waithe, man.
like, okay, I think she's like transitioning to something else. But that, you know what? Because they're trying to make that more acceptable. Because Nigerians, they don't get down with homosexuality. Like they do not get down with that. But if you notice, there's a lot of changing and a lot of acceptance of LGBTQ on the continent.
Really?
Because I think Zimbabwe was like recently agreed on same-sex marriages.
Really?
Yep. And that's the same country where what's old girl is from? If y'all watch The Walking Dead.
Oh, Michonne?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, she's from Zimbabwe.
I didn't know that. I
And
knew
also,
she was African. I didn't know
yep,
she was.
she's from Zimbabwe. And also, too, what's your man's name from Mob Deep? Havoc? He's from Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay. Well, I could kind of see that in him. Now that you say it.
Y'all like, what y'all talking about tonight? So, yeah. So that's lovely. So what else? Let's keep this thing going because, like, Cynthia, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Oh, you was gonna talk about
Ava DuVernay.
Ava. So what's going on with her?
I just want to pose the question: who made Ava DuVernay the go-to black movie creator?
Oprah.
Okay. I mean, Oprah made Obama president, so I mean.
Oprah. Oprah made her like the go-to like chick, and like now she's like exploding. Like I don't know if you watch Queen Sugar because she's like the director of Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar, it's getting crazy as hell to me.
It is. It really is. And like so. Ava is like, down with, she's a director of Queen Sugar. And then like now she's like doing her thing, and hiring all these black women or just women, whatever the case is. And now she's
She's
everywhere.
one of those. She's one of those women of color.
Yeah, exactly. So she's a woman of color because, she doesn't want to admit, her ADOS lineage. And so she has to stay safe. She got to be the safe black, right? She's light skinned, she got locks, you know, and she's going to be politically correct when she talk about a lot of these things, you know.
Hmm.
And so that's why she is, the go-to woman. Cause remember, old girl was the go-to chick for a minute. I can't even think of her name, and she co-signed Levy too, cause she's gonna have a show coming on Netflix. Oh, help
Melissa
me,
Harris
y'all.
Perry. No.
No, no, no. I see
What's
Rhymes,
she
Shonda
doing now?
Rhimes.
Shonda Rhimes crazy as hell. No, she is. You've seen the crap that she writes. You've seen Shonda Rhimes work. Shonda Rhimes crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy as hell. And I'm in tears over here. And then she was like big on like that bed winching, right? Because of
Yeah,
Scandal. I never watched Scandal, y'all. I never
man.
watched it.
I
Did you
never.
watch Scandal?
No, I did not watch it. I couldn't. It was so much black dysfunction from just hearing about it. I couldn't get down with that.
And like folks was really like it was like this cult. I call it a cult, right? Because
Because it
everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna like watch Scandal. I got my wine and whatever they was doing." I was like, "What?" Like I could not. I didn't get down with that show or How to Be a Murder, How to Commit whatever it's called, How to Be a
how to
Murder.
get away. Now that was a show that I was watching heavy for a minute.
Oh, really?
It got too crazy for me.
I
You know,
just
when it get crazy, I'm out.
Right. And I'm like, okay, like I was just so out the loop because there's a lot of stuff I watch and there's a lot of stuff I don't watch. And like people was just praising Shonda and then all of a sudden, right, they pulled a plug from her.
That's true.
And I read her book, The Year of Yes, because I was in a book club and I was like, oh, let me read this book. And I was like, really? You said yes? You just said yes. I said yes to losing weight. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, you want to do that. And I don't need no man's permission. And I'm going to do this. And I committed to yes. And girl, the book was so basic. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm always committed to yes. And I'm committed to a lot of no's too. But Ava, I don't know, y'all. Like, she's
But
doing
you
too
know,
much.
she's also part of that Boule crowd.
Who?
Ava.
Really?
She a AKA.
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
Lord.
See, I be doing research on people. Whenever they telling black people you should like this person just because, I want to know why.
Y'all hear that? Listen to what they say. Y'all should do the research on these folks. Like if they throw this black face up on your screen and they like, yeah, you should be rocking with them. That's true, Nay. You gotta do the research. And whenever I see that, like I see like this one black person that's always who's coming through the ranks, I'm like, nope. I dislike them from the jump. It's like a default dislike from Drea. I'm like, no.
Mhm.
You don't tell me who to like. You like you don't tell me who to like because you think that this is the it person.
And that's all it is. Cause see, that's all it is. They just be sitting up here picking black people who they know that they can get over on.
Mm. Yeah, no. That's a what's that? That's a no for me, dog. I'm Ava, no. I mean, like, I appreciate you doing when they see us, like I truly appreciate it. Well, even let's take that back, not with that, with Selma. I'm
No,
like,
man,
did you
I had an
cast
issue with
any
Selma.
blacks with folks? Yes, Selma,
I
because I
had,
think her stepdad's from Selma, Alabama.
yeah, and you know the dude she had playing Martin Luther King was a Nigerian.
A Brit, a Nigerian Brit, David Olago, whatever his name is, child.
Man, what
And
is
he
up
was
with
so
that?
afraid. He didn't have that spirit. Cause Black Americans, I'm sorry, we got that spirit, we got that look. Like
That's true. Like
we
especially
got
when we
that
see
look.
things, like when we see things like that we know verifiably that our ancestors went through, it wakens something up in us.
Hmm. Right. It does. And we have like that spirit. We got that look because I can, go down the street be like, yep, they Black American, they from here. And he had that like he was shook. Like he was like like he was like, fear. He was fearful of playing Martin Luther King. And even Coretta, I think she was Nigerian.
No, yeah, no, wait, she is Nigerian. You're right.
She's like Nigerian and white or something like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, did
because
you have anybody?
she played in that show I watched. God, what's that show? True Detective.
Oh, child. So she has a thing for
Black
casting folks.
Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly. Like even though what's name? He's fine as hell. What's my man's name on Queen Sugar? Ra. He's fine,
Yeah.
but he's from Ghana.
Oh, he's from Ghana. I knew he was Ghanaian. I didn't know he was
Yep.
from Ghana.
I think he was. I think he's either first generation or he was born there, then moved.
I know
Um.
he's the best looking out of his brothers.
Oh yeah, honey. He's fine. He's fine. But I was like, what? Okay, bro, because you gotta look at that name. Kofi. Kofi is typical Ghanaian name. And even
Really?
Kofi Kingston, he's Ghanaian.
Oh yeah, but I love Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I love him too.
He's
And
fine too.
yeah, he
But
is nice looking. And people be like, oh, see, because me growing up in Boston, like I said, I grew up with, different type of ethnicities and stuff. You starting to notice a pattern. You're like, oh, this person's this person's that. And that's why they try to like assimilate their name. So he probably came to the States and be like, oh, my name is Kenny. I'm just saying. Some of them do that. And then come to find out, like they have a whole African name.
man, I went to school with this Ethiopian boy, and he used to always say my American name is Tim.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't understand what that was for the longest time. I was like, "What's your American name? What?"
Yo, we like educating y'all, even though we just shooting from the hip tonight.
Right.
So yeah,
This is
Ava,
stuff that needs to be talked about. Man,
yeah,
does she just look weird to you?
she looked weird to me. Also
And I don't mean
too.
like physically. I think she's a pretty
Oh
sister, but
yeah,
like, she just looked like it's just something.
but you know what? She probably let's keep it honest. She probably have some brokenness to her because if you in Hollywood, you gotta get broken down. And I'm talking about in some ways that even if we discuss all the ways, there's probably even more ways. So if you think about look at majority of the black folks who's in Hollywood, they have like this broken look to them.
They do.
And with her, she do have like this weird, like I'm trying to. It's like this mythical look to her, but also too, it's like she kind of, seem like she's on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
And she probably is low key.
Like it's like she's always on this verge of a nervous breakdown. Like that's why Shonda Rhimes is a weirdo.
I believe it.
So I always look at folks in their eyes. I'm like, if you don't have like this soulness, this full of light, you know, you get in Hollywood, it's gonna be them.
Right. I mean, because it's like she literally came out of nowhere.
She did. Like she came out of nowhere.
And she hires like no, I applaud her for getting other women of color. No. Other well, she does get the quote unquote pets of Caucasians or the people of color. And but she brings a couple of other black women directors into Queen Sugar because she brought in that other African chick. God, what's her name? Cheryl Dunye. She's
Mm.
directed a few episodes of Queen Sugar. Now, Cheryl Dunye, I believe she is Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
And see, she's a lesbian too, so she's got the double whammy.
Dang, what the heck? Like what?
But see, that's all Oprah's clique, though.
Yeah, that is.
Oprah's
That is.
clique is just full of like weirdos and freaks. And no disparagement to like the gay community. I'm not saying that the gays are weirdos and freaks, but I'm just saying that like it's a bunch of like really side eye worthy shit going on in Oprah's camp.
Yeah, exactly. Because Oprah co-signed Awesomely Lovey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She co-signed her, and she co-signed. Well, let's think about it. Oprah doesn't have a damn school in Mississippi, in Kosciuszko, Mississippi. You got a damn school in South Africa, and you got so many issues going on at that school. It's pathetic. Then she
Yeah,
gonna
weren't
try to
they
get
raping the
ill.
kids?
Yeah, they was raping the kids. Then she gonna try to get ill with somebody talking about, well, Oprah, what you doing for like black men in the States? And she's talking about, I donated 300 something $3 million to Morehouse men. I'm reading it, I was just saying in her voice. I don't know if she sound like that. So she was trying to get an attitude with someone about that. But it's like, Oprah, you're from Mississippi, honey. Like one of the poorest states ever. Always lasting everything. You can do something. But it ain't my money. I
But
ain't
you
counting
know
your
what?
pockets.
I heard this. I don't know how true it is, but I had heard that Oprah made a remark that, well, kids in Africa are going to appreciate the school more than kids
Oh
in America.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
I'm
Talking
just
about
like,
they don't want to
really?
learn. They don't want to learn here.
Like, that is BS, okay? Because look at LeBron James' school.
Exactly.
Is it in a white district? Are there mostly white teachers? Yes, but he made that school in America in an economically deprived environment for the children in the community who are 9 times out of 10 black.
Right. Where he's from and what he experienced. You know what I'm saying? And so he don't know nobody in Africa.
Right. And Lil Jon is on that lately too, building schools in
I
Africa.
know. Exactly. I did peep that. Like Lil Jon, you from what? Georgia?
Yep.
Child, these folks are something else. These folks are something else, Lord. Whew. Okay. Who else we got up on the list?
Let's see. We done talked about Ava, weirdo self. I just, like. Did you hear about Tessa Thompson? Is she supposed to be playing Eartha Kitt or something?
No, what?
I don't. Wait, hold on. I'm about to Google this right now.
Lord, I'm so sick of her. I'm just sick. She's another one too, y'all. She came out of nowhere. Cause what was her
Yeah,
big thing?
dear
Cause
white
was it Dear
people.
White People? Cause I remember seeing it in the
When she no,
theater.
see, dear white people, when she was sitting, yeah, Tessa Thompson is playing
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt, but
What?
dear white
Mm.
people, she was this tragic mulatto because they're always so confused. Um, she has like this black man willing to give her the universe, and she's having this secretive gutter sex with this little linguini string looking white boy,
Mm-hmm.
getting banged out in secret while calling white society on their shit, and
I
that's
hate
just
when they do that.
that's black feminism right there.
I
That's
hate when
great.
they do that. That really gets on my nerves when they do that. Like that just really irks me so much when they do that. It's like you laying up with this dude who, is pretty much oppressed your folks, oppressing you. Then you over here talking about the white man. It's
The
like
white
what?
and you
What?
got that white man in your guts. Well, he probably can't reach your guts, but he's attempting to tap your cervix.
Exactly. And the white man. And you like, what? Look at you over here straight swerving. You ain't swag surfing. You straight swerving, swirling, swerving.
It's like I have no idea. She's just weird. She literally came out of nowhere with
She
dear
came out
white
of nowhere
people.
too. Yeah, she came out of nowhere. Like she just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, I
And
didn't
have
see
you
you in
noticed that
another
she's
movie before.
progressively getting lighter?
Girl, she's in Hollywood. They gotta get her lighter because she's what, Panamanian and white, Mexican and something else.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, she's
I just thought she was
Panamanian.
nigga daddy cracker mama. But
I think some who's white. Is her mother white or dad white?
no, her
Somebody's
mama
white.
white. Her mama white.
Okay, the mother's white and she's Panamanian, white, Native American.
I hate it
Whatever.
when they just trick bag it. When they particularly light skin, they just trick bag it. Oh well, they're half black and the other half is alien and Native American. I think there's a little bit of moon dust in there too. So
Yeah, and some unicorn dust, and
right.
she is racially ambiguous, so we gonna cast her. Like what? Child, it's just a whole mess out here because
But
they
then
love
when
for
we
you to
cast
be.
her, they gotta frizz her hair up so she can look.
Yeah, so she can look like, and they got the, don't forget, they got throwing the box braids, and also
Yes.
too, the faux locks. Not
And
the fox locks, the faux locks.
don't forget the big hoop earrings.
Yeah, oh Lord.
That's what
Lord.
they that is what white Hollywood thinks of black women. And did you see the wig back on Cynthia Erivo? Did you see her wig as Harriet Tubman?
Yes, I did.
It looked like somebody went, when you go to the dollar store, you go down the hair section just to see what they got, and they got that
Mhm.
terrible weave. It
Yes.
looked like somebody just got a bunch of that and glued it to her.
Girl, they probably glued that Dollar Tree weave to her hair. And this is the thing, out of all the actors, y'all have to pick her. I can name like 10 actresses that could play her Harriet Tubman.
Viola Davis,
Yes.
um, the girl from How to Get Away with Murder, I think it's Asia Naomi King.
Okay.
Um, ooh man. Honestly, if they were gonna put Janelle Monáe in it, Janelle Monáe could have been Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, Janelle Monáe, Regina King.
Yeah, Regina King would have made a good middle-aged Harriet Tubman. I think that they should have had at least two or three different actresses for different parts of her life.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is freaking ridiculous. But honey, I'm like, I'm not gonna go see it. You ain't getting my money, and I don't know if I even gonna watch it on Fire Stick.
Girl, okay.
No, I'm not gonna watch it on Fire Stick. But y'all go ahead and watch
Since
the
we talking
trailer.
about people, can we talk about Amandala, whoever Steinberg?
Oh my God! Now she came out of nowhere too.
She crazy as shit too.
She
Why are all these
she
women
is.
crazy?
Let me see. What's she? She's Jewish and black.
No, I think she might. Yeah, she Jewish. She got a Berg in
Steinberg.
the name.
Yeah, Steinberg. Yeah, she is nuts. And that movie, did you watch that movie? I can't even think of the movie's name, y'all.
The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
Girl, let me tell you, that movie was an abortion.
Yes.
That is the only way I can describe that movie. It was an abortion. Like,
That what did we just talk about though? You over here, you raised by a Black Panther daddy, a former Black Panther daddy, and he was in the game. Then you go to this white school. Why are you sending them to the white school? This is the thing. Then you send them to this white school. Y'all live in the hood, so you are gonna be conflicted. You send them to this
mm,
white school. They wearing Jordans. She gotta take her Jordans off and put on darker or the Sperry's.
but
And then
see, the Hate You Give, she was a monoracial black girl, but
right.
in the movie, she's magically biracial. See, you see the games they play.
They put
Like,
is this trickery, and the girl that wrote the book, or the young woman, she's from Mississippi,
hmm
and she was saying something about like like she was kind of even conflicted on just with her writing, and her one of her white professors like, this is going to be the book.
really?
Uh-huh, because she went
Well,
to Belhaven University
white
in
people,
Jackson.
when it comes to stuff like that, if white people are too eager to co-sign it, I'm always gonna side eye it. That's why I'm really looking side eye at Harriet Tubman because I can smell the zaddy. I
Yes,
I can
Zaddy is
smell
coming through.
zaddy gonna come through. And Harriet, forget these niggas. We gonna go to Canada. Yes, zaddy.
Yes, and then we don't have racists in Canada.
Yeah, because they just have Native Americans that they literally took from their parents and sent them to reformatory school so they
Yes,
could forget how to be Native Americans. And
exactly.
that's not funny. I mean, I'm just saying that in jest as a
Yeah.
comparison. But, like, Jeez. Have you ever looked at the before and after pictures?
Yeah.
I
Girl.
always think it's funny how they always end up lighter in the end.
They always end up lighter at the end because we know what the deal is.
Like, like you'll see them before they go in. They have on their First Nation attire and everything like that. And then when they come out, their hair's cut. They're wearing white people clothes, and they just don't look like they have the same amount of melanin.
No. Right. Girl, because they be doing all type of sharp treatments and all type of treatments
You
that be
right.
zapping that melanin, and that's going to dilute their melanin. So that's why, they be coming out there looking weirded out because of stuff like that. But honey,
And
this
not to mention all the rape that happened at them schools for boys
yes,
and girls.
yes, yes, yes. I want to talk about one thing, and I know this is like since we talking about, these Hollywood people and we talking about what's the word I had said, racially ambiguous folks.
Yeah.
I want to know what's the secret that Nicole Murphy has. Okay? Cuz y'all know she's supposed to be having an affair or whatever with that dude, Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah.
So he is the whatever. He was a director. I don't know what movies he directed. He's married to, I can't even think of her name, Layla Rashawn. Folks, this is how you know we at the end of the days. Folks have lost their everlasting mind. Instead of us like talking about real issues, why folks getting gunned down, why y'all should boycott this Harriet movie, we talking about this chick and her weight.
That
That's
woman
why
has a
she
that
getting cheated
woman
on.
has a disease, okay?
She
Uh,
has lupus.
right.
And I just have to throw that out there. I know we going far left, but I just have to throw that out there on, comparison to what the guy was telling me, talking about y'all black folks talking about Harriet, but you on your timeline posting about this mess.
Right. I mean, come on now.
Y'all got nothing else better to do.
Why would they? That means they have
Weirdos,
to do work.
girl, weirdos, freaking weirdos. And I'm all like, okay, yeah, people are going to talk about Harriet because that's not our Harriet. That is not who should have played the freaking movie. But you on your timeline talking all this mess, talking about, yeah, she need to lose weight. Bro, we're not, After you gonna try to cuss out other black folks talking about, oh, y'all need to be focused on black gentrification.
Really.
I just have to throw that out there because
What is black gentrification? That's like saying, uh, let me, that's like saying, I have AIDS and you have syphilis. Let's trade.
right. And I'm all like, you don't even know what you're talking about, but she's supposed to be like so, conscious and all this other stuff, and you over here talking about some mess and being petty. Some of y'all are just cringeworthy. But I have to throw that out there because I'm not like, yo, this is out of control. This is out of control. And everybody on my timeline was hyped up about Harriet, but they get so quiet when we talk about other, topics or talk about, how Amazon is coming in, taking up and raising the rent, in the hood, whatever the case is. But you talking about, oh, Harriet, oh, they got my money already.
Like, who is going to like? What self-respecting black person who identifies as a foundational black American is going to give their hard-earned nickels to Harriet?
Oh, it's a lot
Really?
that I know, unfortunately. Dre's not one of them.
I wouldn't even see that on a $5 Tuesday.
Nope. Dre's not one of them. But on my timeline yesterday, when that trailer dropped, everyone lost their everlasting mind.
Have you like ever read quotes from Harriet Tubman? That woman was
Yes.
a well-spoken woman. Her and also Sojourner Truth was a very well-spoken woman. And whenever, white people read these quotes, they sit up there and eyes and wheeze and going to fight. Like what is that?
What is that?
Like, because
And
black
so,
people have always had very complex language skills.
yeah,
Because over on the continent, the languages that are spoken, you have to use your whole mouth. Black people didn't become lazy with vocabulary until we got to the hells of North America.
exactly.
And we learned our English that they make fun of us from their low life Peckerwoods.
And you know what? Let's talk about that real quick since you mentioned that. Let's put a asterisk by that. And the thing that really kills me when I see other black folk, like college educated black folk, be on this whole I am a grammar snob. I am a grammar police. You're not supposed to pronounce it this way.
Hmm.
Okay, granted, I understand, a lot of us speak broken English. We what? Trilingual.
Yeah.
We could switch it up on folks real quick. But who the hell are you to tell your grandma who went to the fourth grade because she had to be a sharecropper, that's not how you pronounce it?
Right.
Because you done got you a little piece of paper. Because you want to be swirling with Brock.
You want you a zaddy, or you
And I'm
want to
so
sit
sick
up
of
there
Zaddy.
and bed buck.
And I'm sick of Zaddy. I'm sick of it. I'm just like sick of it all.
Can you tell me why you sick of zaddy? You can't say
Because
you sick of zaddy and not say why.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm like, who is a dad? Okay, because it do have. Because I looked up the definition, y'all. Yes, I did on Urban Dictionary.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. This is what I do in my spare time, and it says Zaddy is a gentleman with swag, aka confidence.
Uh-huh.
So when I think of Zaddy, I think of someone wants a white man who
Got it.
plays Kappa Alpha Psi.
Right. When I think of a zaddy, he a white man. He wears track pants, Adidas track pants, and Nike shoes. Probably a lightweight bomber jacket. He might have a beard, but he also has a man bun. That is what I think of when I think of the term zaddy.
And also too, don't forget in the one he got the penis print in the gray sweatpants.
Man, do you know that? Like, I was reading this article that men be buying like fake penis prints to wear with sweatpants and basketball shorts.
I can't. I really I can't. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? So that's who I think of Zaddy. I think of Zaddy. He's a Kappa Alpha Psi. He can twirl the cane. He got him his breast told him to get the gray sweatpants to grow his beard. That's what I think of as Zaddy. And y'all are like, yes, that is Zaddy.
Is he white?
Yes. Yes, he is white. He went to y'all HBCU and he plays Kappa.
Always one.
So he is white. Brock is white, okay? And his name, what they say, white chocolate. He's white
Hmm.
chocolate. So, I'm just sick of Zaddy. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing on my timeline. I'm sick of y'all talking about y'all gonna get Zaddy because you don't seen Cynthia with one. Cause
And
don't
her zaddy look like he came out the gutter.
he probably did.
Her zaddy looked like he just plopped up out the gutter and she threw a skinny suit on him and said, "Come with me to this award show."
Honey, he probably did. He probably did, and he's probably, he looks like what's his name's husband, Serena
Yeah,
husband.
he does. Oh, and he's so goofy looking.
He is.
And they be talking about he a zaddy now. Like, where is he a
Who?
zaddy? They talking
Who?
about Serena Williams'
Oh
husband is
no,
a zaddy.
no.
Yo, please tell me you saw the picture of Serena Williams on the cover of the magazine with her ass out.
Yeah, I
She's
peeped that.
somebody mom. She's somebody mama, and she got this not even mega millionaire, but a nigga, a white man with a few fucking quarters in his pocket.
Yeah, I
And
saw with the butt cheek out.
and y'all sitting up here, this is y'all queen?
Girl, it's a queen with the zaddy, with the white Armenian zaddy.
Right, ain't no he Armenian, so you know he nasty.
And you know he casting spells.
Hmm.
Cause you know the Kardashians his cousins.
Man, I'm just sitting there. I just Googled Cynthia Ervio husband. He is not attractive. Where do they be finding? Like, where do these black women go to find these little ugly ass zaddies?
Yeah, okay. Hey everyone, if you listen to this, where do y'all go? If you got a white zaddy, where do y'all go? Cause I don't
What do
know.
you feed your zaddy? Cause I can't feed my man nothing that zaddy grew up eating.
Girl, I don't know. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all quick. This dude thought he was gonna be my zaddy last week. Last week. I'm minding my business. You know, I was doing my side hustle, you know. And he just kept talking to me. And I was like, ugh. Like he just had this smell to him too.
They do. They smell. They got an odor to
And
them.
I almost like threw up. And he
It's
was
like
like
death.
he thought he was gonna be my zaddy and he just trying to I don't know if he was trying to flirt, but he was trying to get like too close and I said, I don't I'm married, and if I wasn't, not looking for you, and he's gonna tell me all his military benefits he got, I don't care.
Girl,
Then talking about, oh, I'm from Georgia, and you know I eat soul food. I don't give a shit what you eat.
I want to know, like, when interracial couples, like, cause food is cultural, you know, like, what do y'all feed y'all zaddies?
They
Do
probably
you
eat
have
soul
to
food,
tone back the spices?
girl. Maybe we need to bring somebody on who has a zaddy. They can
I
tell
don't
you.
think nobody wants to come on here who has a zaddy.
They can tell you maybe but you know what, maybe them southern dudes do because you know they stole the recipe from Nanny was the cook.
No, no, they didn't steal the recipe. Remember, you're taught how to cook from your mother. They wasn't in the kitchen cooking, so that's why they food nasty.
God, I don't know, but let's get somebody who got a zaddy to come on the
I
show.
want somebody with a current zaddy to come on this show and tell me what you feed him. Please, I want to
We're
know.
gonna be we want y'all to be honest. No, for real. Like if you have a zaddy and you married to him, you whatever, like come
Y'all
on the show.
shacking up, you
Yeah.
know, you
It'll
probably
be no
found
fee,
them.
no shame. Like tell us how you met him. Tell us how your day-to-day life interactions. What
Do
else?
you
What
have to
y'all eat?
remind him that you're human?
Yeah, you
Uh,
gotta remind him you black. Like for real. It'll be no heat, no judgment, no shame. Like if you have a zaddy, yo, hit us up. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up on Google, the Urban Social Sciences at gmail.com.
email us
Email
and
us.
put it on a pigeon and send it.
Because we want you on the show because we would like to know. Because, like I said, that one dude last week, I briefly, and then we're going to end the show, talked to a zaddy when I was going through my thing, y'all. Yes, I was in grad school. I was going through a terrible breakup with my ex fiance. I dated this white man for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's not even dating. That's like you just talk to him.
Was it 3 weeks? It was like 3 weeks. He was he was like that country white boy from North Carolina. And
Hmm.
I don't know, because I'm like, I'm not feeding you because you're not coming to my apartment and I ain't coming to your house. We'll go out to eat. Because I need to be in public just in case something happened to me.
Right. Yep.
You
You
know?
say something wrong to him, you floating down the river.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, because I like brass band music. Like we went to see Rebirth brass band. Like I'm into like brass band, and he was just like amazed. And I was like, okay. Then he's like, I eat soul food, but we never went to a soul food restaurant. I'm
Man, you know,
like,
I
okay.
knew this girl. I knew this girl. She had a zaddy, okay? And she said that, they had been talking for I want to say maybe 6 months.
Oh wow.
Right, okay. They had got caught. It was like raining really bad, and she was at his house, and he was like, just stay here. I'll sleep on the couch, right? Because Zaddy got to be a gentleman. And she was like, "Do you have something for me to sleep in?" He went to the closet, came out with a dashiki for her.
No.
Yes, I'm
Oh no.
like, girl,
No.
girl, did you
No.
wear it? Did you wear it?
Did she wear it?
She said she wore it. I'm like, girl, you stupid as hell.
Oh Lord. Yo. So we for real. Did y'all hear what they said? Did y'all
And
hear
he
what she
also
just said?
gifted her some earrings that were shaped like Africa. I'm like, girl, he was trying to do something disgusting to you.
Now I had a few gifts like to the spa and stuff, but he didn't go that far. I was like, nah, bruh. I'll take the spa because I'm under stress. Yeah, I'll take that gift certificate, but you can't come with me. And I had to Google too, like, let me make sure it's not some hillbilly, you know. So I'm here to alive to tell the story. So I'm good, y'all. I'm good. But yeah, we gotta have that episode. We gotta invite the folks on.
I
But
just
any
want
last
to know. And
words?
for the dudes who y'all sitting up there, y'all swirling with Susan, what does she feed you? What does she do for you?
Oh, I can tell you a story about that.
What? I want
So,
to know.
I I have some relatives, very close relatives. Y'all probably like, dang, Andrea, like, what kind of family members you have? Um, that's married to Becky's, and from what I heard, their mama, which could be like my auntie or a cousin, had to feed them.
Really?
Oh yeah, one of my cousins, he go to his mama house
Really?
because his wife, his now wife, she can't cook.
Huh.
And if she cook, it's like hot dogs.
You gonna
Um,
feed a grown ass black man some hot dogs like he three?
and that's why he always injury prone.
Cause she ain't feeding him. His muscles are deteriorating because he
Every
not eating them.
every time, no lie, y'all. Every time we see my cousin, he's like on crutches. Something wrong with him.
Mm,
And then
that's a sign.
at our last family day, he was look, he had like two plates, like just grubbing, and then I think he took like mad plates to the crib. Cause you ain't gonna get that food no more.
Mm.
But she
Uh,
can drink though. She can drink. Like she's a
that's
big
all they
drinker.
good for,
And I
cause
was
they
like,
they alcoholics.
and it's funny because like when like she came in with like a Seagram's gin bottle, everyone was like you know how like you kind of pause, you like, what you doing? You ain't bring no no, don't bring no potato salad because we ain't eating potato salad with raisin. We got that taken care of.
I just don't understand that.
Uh huh. Oh yeah, girl. I have a few white folks in my family.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is her sex that much better?
No.
Like, because I'm a firm believer that none of these relationships are organic. It's always somebody sleuthing for sex, and it goes too far.
It goes hella far. And if you are basing your relationship off of poom poom, you are sadly sad or a penis, you already going to get a divorce because you just put that in.
Yep. And y'all
Well,
be sitting
guys,
out here going crazy for some undercooked meat.
no, because they treat them better. What you talking about? They treat them
If white
better.
men treated they women so good, would there be feminism?
Nope. Nope.
Whew. And on that, I'm done because I can go in for that.
I know. What's your last final words?
Stay away from Zaddy. He ain't got nothing for you. Y'all really want that? Y'all be sitting up there. He says that I use too much Pepper. He says we don't need garlic powder or seasoning salt.
Child.
He says you put the seasoning on after you're finished cooking.
Honey, we're gonna have an episode on this. We are gonna have an episode because we can go on for like another 50 hours, but we're gonna have another episode.
Right, we just sitting up there.
On
just,
this.
Mm.
Yeah.
And why do they always end up looking crazy? I'm sorry, I'm done.
Nay's done, everyone. My final words. Make sure y'all do your Googles before you go be caping for these folks. Cause I'm all say I'm not gonna see Harriet. I'm not caping for it. And whatever you see the default black person climbing up that ladder, do your Googles and see where they came from. Cause they came out of nowhere and
they drop them in black society like they've been here forever.
Exactly. So that's it. Thank you all for rocking with us for another episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. But we for real though. You got a Zaddy, come through.
If you ain't even got to use your real name.
No.
We don't want nobody to, go after you or nothing. It's just one of them things. We just have, questions we want to know.
Yep, exactly.
How do you deal with the dog smell after he showers?
So, hit us up. We'll set you up. Don't forget to check us out on Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Love and light to our folks, our tribe, our squad at Tone Deaf Radio.
Yep.
Who else? That's it, right?
Yep.
And that is it. Thank you for tuning in. We was getting it in tonight.
Right, and this was just from the hip.
Yeah, we didn't have an outline tonight. We was like, yo, let's just do it. So thank you guys for rocking with us, and we are out.
Later days.
Peace.